Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with a new monthly video. This video will be airing on January 1, 2024. I have decided to go ahead and do a monthly channel video. In that video, we will be talking about what we did on the channel in the prior month, and then we'll be looking forward into the new month. Additionally, I will be doing a drawing in that video. So I'm not going to do it for this video because this is just the kickoff. But February 1, when we do the video, I will be doing a drawing, and I'll let you know in the beginning of that video that there are drawing qualifications for that video, and so that you guys can participate. And in order, I do know what the qualifications will be. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I would really like to be able to give some nice giveaway to one person, but I can't do that outside of the United States because I don't want to close it down to the UK and the Netherlands and all of that. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to shoot for a happy mail, something that can fit in an envelope, or even a small mailing envelope. I can afford that, so I'm hoping to do 2 drawings for every month, and I'm opening it up pretty much worldwide. Hopefully that's going to be okay. If it goes terribly, then I'll have to change that, but that's what we're going to try to do right out of the gate. So that's the first feature. So in order to qualify for that drawing in that video, you'll need to be a subscriber, which is general expectations for any drawings on my channel. And then what I'll do in each of those videos every month, I'll come to the table with either a quote for the month, or a thought for the month, or some other kind of inspirational thought that I'd like to share with you. And so what I'm looking for from you to be part of the drawing is to go ahead and let me know what you will respond to that, kind of like we did in the Grungy Bee journal. You will respond to that with whatever I asked you. So if it's a quote and I say, oh, will you share your favorite quote? Or if it's a thought for the day, you can share with me what your thought is, or what have you been pondering, and those kinds of things. But again, I'll give that specification in the video itself. But I thought, I've got so much stuff, little stuff just overflowing here in the studio. It would be great to be able to start giving some things away on a little bit smaller scale in terms of cost for shipping and that kind of thing. So that is that for the monthly video. Additionally, new content on the channel. I'm changing things up a little bit. So I bounce back and forth and do some journal binding and some signature, adding signatures in on camera, doing covers on camera. I may still do covers on camera because I can introduce mixed media and stuff through that process, but I'm going to stick more to making ephemera and if I do an envelope journal, I do a tag journal, I do some kind of special journal, I will do that journal on camera, similar to what we've done like with the Grungy Bee journal and such. But I'm going to focus a lot on just continuing to bring you content that is either something I thought up or something that was that I was inspired by somebody else. Bring that to you on the channel. Just ephemera, ways to make ephemera multifunctional, how to make it more interesting, how to make it have a lower profile to be less chunky, all of those kinds of things. So that's kind of where I'm going, generally speaking. It's not going to be all that different than what I've been doing, other than I'm just not going to continue to do journal binding and things like that unless I have somebody specially requesting that, and then I will consider doing that on the channel with a project. So the second thing is that I've had a lot of interest from folks for me to do more Mixed Media 101 work, and so I do have a mixed media playlist on the channel. I don't remember off the top of my head how many videos are in it, but I did start it, so I may start a new one, or I may just link some of those other videos and let you guys watch those in addition to whatever new content I bring you. But there's been a lot of interest, and a lot of interest in presenting alternatives to some of the more artist grade materials that I use. So like teaching you how you can make your own gesso, how you can make your own texture paste, how you can add, you know, even things like add sand to gesso or add sand to another medium to get texture onto your work. And we'll talk about layering, and we'll talk about colors and contrasting, you know, contrast and balance, and, you know, the rule of thirds, and just some general artistic knowledge that I have from my mixed media work in the past. So I'm going to do that. That will be, I'm aiming to do that twice a month on the channel. And then additionally, I've had interest in watercolor 101, so I'm excited about that. I've done watercolor on the channel as well before, but we're going to start from the basics. So we're going to start with swatching colors. We're going to start by talking about the properties of watercolor. We will talk about brushes. We will talk about paper. We will talk about the difference between you know, pan watercolor and tube watercolor, and we'll talk about, you know, kind of how to get started. I will give you my recommendations on the products that I love the most, because in order to not feel defeated in watercolor, I believe that there are certain things on your list of supplies that are more important as far as quality than other things. So we'll talk about that in the series, and we'll also do some small watercolor, and maybe I don't draw because I think I'm afraid to try to really let that out of me. So I might even do that on the channel and just do some pen and ink work on camera with you guys, and we'll just learn together, because I have to bust out of this box that I'm in right now in some ways. So my word for the year, I already have that downloaded in my head and my heart, is explore, and that's one of the reasons is I need to get outside of my box, and I need to start taking some risks in other areas of my artistic world. So that's the plan. So we will do mixed media twice a month, watercolor twice a month. I'll still be doing my Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos, you know, barring any, you know, disaster or some unexpected thing, you know, how life goes. But that's pretty much the schedule I have currently. I'm also going to reintroduce Crash Your Trash, because I have tons and tons of packaging that I've really got to start using. So initially I was like, I'll just use trash on the trash, but I don't know if I can do that. So I don't want to set a goal for myself that's not achievable or that frustrates me, because I have so many things exploding in my mind and my heart for the channel and for my creativity that I don't want to set myself up for failure. I don't want to set the bar so high that I can't achieve it. So I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to bring you what I can. And so I'm not going to say I'm going to use trash on the trash in terms of like scraps only or that kind of thing. We're going to start with using the packaging and some of those things. And I will probably use some of my scraps because I have a lot, but I'm just not going to put myself in the box of just, it has to just be scraps on the packaging. So that was probably a little more information than you needed, but I'm a little tired. So that is it, my friends. I hope that you have a fantastic new year. Again, by the time you see this, it will be New Year's Day. So we'll be going to our oldest daughter's for her New Year's Eve party. They throw this fantastic kid-friendly party. All the grandkids go, and well, the local grandkids go, and we play games. We play wild and crazy games too. It is a blast. So that's what we're doing. And so I just want to send you blessings into the new year. I know that there's a lot of you on my channel right now that are struggling with your own stuff. And so I want you to know that you're in my thoughts and my prayers, and I am praying and hoping for breakthroughs and hope to abound, and for love to surround you, and for you to grasp every opportunity, every possibility, and every piece of joy that you possibly can find. And in the midst of that, hopefully you can be creative, and just know that you're loved, and that I consider you an important part of my world. I love interacting with you guys. I love doing the videos, and I love hearing your comments, reading your comments, and all of that stuff. So take care, my dears, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.